Okay, wait a minute. We got a guy that just robbed our kitchen. Looks like he's going grocery shopping for the next 6 months. I've never seen that before.
What you get when you do the right thing.
Okay, never started a meeting like that before. All right, thank you for attending the Racing for Recovery Support Group meeting. We are focused on maintaining a drug-free and healthy lifestyle. Since 2001, our open forum meetings welcome parents, adolescents, recovering individuals, and anyone who supports our mission. Your suggestions, comments, or ideas are welcome to make our meetings the best they can be. The Racing for Recovery Support Group meeting is a cutting-edge alternative to what is currently offered by combining substance abusers, families, friends, and the public at large. We have created an environment that is beneficial to everyone that has been affected by self-harm of any format. That's new. Meeting start time is 6:30. Please be on time. Please turn off your cell phones and refrain from making social media posts. Whatever, stay off your phones during the meeting, please. Please, only one person speaks at a time, and when you do share, please do it loudly so we can hear you in-house, and for those that are watching on our live stream can hear you as well, because what you have to say is important. We will sign any attendance slips that need to be signed. I think I did that already. Honesty is required. It's the only thing we actually ask of you, is just be honest with what you're sharing. If you have good stuff to share, we want to hear that. If you are having a hard time or need some help, can you please raise your hand early so we can get you sorted before you leave the meeting. Feel free to openly share your comments and points of view on how substance abuse and mental battles have impacted your life. This meeting is open to people of all ages and welcomes diversity. So please refrain from using excessive foul language and language that discriminates against any race, gender, religion, ethnicity, sexual orientation, or disability in order to maintain an atmosphere of respect and dignity. If you see a visitor, a new member, or a returning member that you haven't seen in a while, please warmly welcome them into our program. Your confidentiality is important to us. However, please be mindful this is a live stream support group meeting, but we do provide safety areas, if you will, around the sides of us where your face will not be shown. But your voices can be heard if you want to share. Please refrain from getting up and leaving during the meeting because it's annoying. And if you're going to litter, do it in one of our trash cans. And I don't know if you guys saw this on the news tonight. If you get caught smoking cigarettes, you have to eat a whole pack on the news. Just came out today. I always think of something to do with cigarettes. Quit smoking. It's bad for you. If you don't quit, Tim's going to start. No. All right. Who is here for their first Racing for Recovery support group meeting tonight? Any first timers here? We got a bunch of veterans. New Corey, right on. Yeah. Welcome. We'll get to introducing or talking about that in 1 second. But first of all, who has the guidelines of recovery?
Guidelines for living a lifestyle of recovery. The lifestyle of recovery guidelines are intended to be utilized by recovering individuals, their families, and anyone else who is striving to avoid substance abuse and achieve sobriety. Guidelines. 1, recognizing that substance abuse ruins lives. 2, wanting to pursue positive alternatives to substance abuse, such as our education, employment, quality relationships, and health and fitness. 3, using resources such as friends, family, teachers, and peers as a way to achieve and remain sober. Adding sports, art, or music to these resources will help us stay focused and motivated. 4, defining balance and working toward making it a part of everyday life. 5, building self-esteem and confidence through sobriety to combat negative feelings regarding oneself. 6, understanding that negative behaviors of isolation and self-pity lead to self-destruction. 7, lifting a person up is different than allowing them to continue their destructive lifestyles. Be there for yourself and be patient with your friends and family. 8, learning how to help without supporting the addict's behavior. Providing assistance to the recovering individual that will improve their lives, not further their usage. 9, recognizing personal challenges and integrating them into our lifestyle as challenges to triumph over. 10, caring for our personal, emotional, physical, and spiritual individuality is the source we use for our sense of worth. Each person is truly magnificent. Our mission at Racing for Recovery is to prevent all forms of substance abuse by promoting a lifestyle of fitness and health for all those affected by addiction.
Thanks, Michelle. Okay, now we are gonna do our introductions, and Corey, I think you'll appreciate this. We're gonna go around the room. Everybody gets a chance to introduce yourselves. You do not have to say you're an alcoholic or an addict here. I know you are probably accustomed to that or whatever, but at Racing for Recovery, we view people as people, not their addiction. If you need to say you are an addict or a recovering addict or whatever, you can, but more importantly, we want to know your name, why you've joined us tonight, and can you give us one feeling that you hope to have when you leave here tonight? So your name, why you're here tonight, one word or feeling that can describe how you want to feel when you leave here tonight. We're gonna start over here.
My name's Dan. Here for support. And willing to leave here with a good feeling.
You want a what?
Good feeling.
Okay, cool, right on.
My name's Andy. I'm on a journey of self-betterment, and I want to leave here happy.
My name is Kenny. I came here tonight because I enjoy coming here for a live meeting. How I want to feel when I leave here is just a little bit of relief.
Relief, cool.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hey, I'm Jared. I came here because it's been a while. We gotta see what's going on. And I don't leave here feeling peaceful.
Okay. Mitchell?
I'm Mitchell. I came here because this is part of my Thursday routine, and to be honest with you, I do not know how I want to do it.
Okay. Do you want to possibly feel better than you might feel now?
I'd like to say yeah.
Okay. All right. Mark?
I'm Mark. I'm here tonight because I love this place. I love this meeting in general.
Yeah.
It's like a home to me here. I guess when I leave here, I just I want to leave remaining peaceful like I am.
Cool. Mike?
I'm Mike. I'm here because I value my life and want to feel gratitude when I leave.
How long have you been coming to our meetings saying that you value your life?
Very much since the beginning, about 12 years.
Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Paul?
Well, I'm here because this is what I do every Thursday for my mental wellness. And the word that I'd like to leave with tonight would be understanding.
Wow. I'm gonna let you speak, even though you're wearing that.
I'm Zach. I'm here because this is a place to be on Thursday nights. And the way I want to feel leaving here would be tranquil.
Good word, buddy. Good to see you. Yes.
Hi, my name's Kaya. I'm here because my friend asked me to come, and I would just like to feel hopeful.
All right.
My name's Cote. I come here because this Thursday is what we do. I want to leave here the way I feel now, a sense of belonging.
How long do you think it's gonna get me to pronounce your name correctly now?
Oh, that's just, you can say it however you want, but I'm just joshing you.
I like that. That's good. Blaze.
I got my roommate, he's awesome. What's up, I'm Blaze. I come here tonight. I'm constantly bettering my lifestyle. This fits into that. And I will feel replenished.
We can do that. Thomas?
Howdy, I'm Thomas. I'm here because I found my way home again. And I'd like to leave here feeling understood.
Okay. Kelly?
Hi, I'm Kelly. I am here because this is generally what I do on Thursdays. Have for a long time and will continue to do so. I need this connection. That will never change. Today, when I leave, I'm hoping to feel at peace.
Okay. Ryan?
I'm Ryan. I'm here because this is where all the cool kids hang out on Thursdays. I'm hoping to leave here, I'm gonna say a little lighter because something in the air has been feeling like heavy. And I don't know if it's just what's going on the with the planet or whatever, but things have just been feeling a little off. So I'm hoping to leave here just lighter and more sense of ease.
We can do that. Yep. Jeff?
My name is Jeff, and this is part of one of the steps I do each week as part of my routine. That keeps me in balance. And kind of like Ryan said, I'm going to use another word that goes along with that one: lighter and hopeful. Everything I do is a step towards that feeling.
Right on. Matt?
I'm Matt. I'm here because I love working with live streams. I'm hoping to leave here feeling awake because I am seeing a movie with a friend at 9:30, which is kind of late, but I haven't seen them in a while. And so I want to feel, use the word invigorated. Yeah,
good word.
I want to feel awake.
What, you don't need to put your headphones on yet. What movie are you going to see?
We're going to see, what is it, Marty Supreme.
Okay. All right. Joe?
Joe, I'm here tonight, that's what I do on Thursdays. I leave here, happy.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Linda. I'm here with my brother, and when I leave here, I want to feel hopeful.
Awesome. Cool. Does anybody want to vocally say who you got? Nothing? Cool. No problem. Go ahead.
Bradley, I'm here to give and get support, and what I'm feeling is happy.
I'm Angel, and I heard the janitor was in town, so I wanted to see the janitor up front. No. Anyways, I'm here for my own recovery and get the support that I deserve to, and I'm hoping some wisdom out of all you lovely people here.
Awesome. Yeah.
I'm Jason. I'm here because I was hungry.
I can see that.
No, I'm here because this is what I do on Thursdays. Not guilty. Not as guilty as a feeling.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, JJ.
JJ, I'm here because this is where I belong.
Yes.
This is what I look forward to every week, Thursday nights, and just want to continue to feel hopeful as I do.
Cool.
Every time I leave this meeting.
I love that you said this is where I belong, and that is a true statement for everybody that comes here. Yes. Yep. Megan.
Hi guys, I'm Megan. I'm here tonight to take an active role in my recovery, and one feeling I'd like to feel when I leave here is fulfilled.
Cool. No pressure for that. Okay, Mike? Michael?
Hey, I'm Michael. I'm here because I choose to be here.
Okay.
It's a choice I make, and I enjoy coming. And I hope to feel content.
And how long have you been coming around this place?
A week or two.
It's over 2 years. Close to 2 years? Over 2.
Working on 2, yeah.
Awesome. Right on. Yep. Heather.
I'm Heather. I'm here because this is home. And when I leave here, I want to feel rejuvenated.
Rejuvenated. Some good words. Yeah, Melissa.
I'm Melissa. I'm here because this is my second family, and when I leave here, I want to feel gratitude.
Okay. Michelle.
Michelle, I'm here because this is what I do on Thursdays. And I think I want to feel connected. I was out today, so I want to plug back in.
Cool. Yep. Danielle.
Hi, I'm Danielle, and I'm here to give and receive support, and I want to be focused on what I'm doing and continue to stay focused.
Okay. Yeah. Carla.
Hi, I'm Carla. I'm here tonight to continue to work on my recovery. And when I leave, I would like to feel encouraged.
Corey?
My name's Corey. I'm here because I'm trying to build a stronger sense of community in my life. When I leave here, I'm hoping to feel enlightened.
Good deal. Does anybody want to say your names or anything over on this side? No? Okay.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah, I'm Jerry. I'm here. This is home base. I'm here tonight to get some good knowledge and how I want to feel when I leave here tonight. I want to just feel blessed and thankful.
Okay. Right on, Jerry.
Did you know that you gave everybody's names before they said?
Pretty much.
Yeah, I'm Kenzie. I come here every Thursday because this is what we do. One feeling I want is better than I did when I walked in.
Nice. Hello, everybody. My name is Tim. This is part of my routine, part of my Thursdays. But most importantly, it's a part of my journey for self-betterment. I really enjoy coming here. There's so much I could say about it. I want to leave here tonight and feel fulfilled.
My name is Todd. I am proud to say now that I've been coming around here for a quarter of a century because that's how long Racing for Recovery has been a thing. And I am going to leave here tonight full of what I came here with. Gratitude to do what I do. Yep. Okay. Tim, do our announcements,
I got some
please.
of them. Okay, so throughout the week we have all kinds of stuff that goes on here at Racing for Recovery. These are our live stream and in-person support groups. All the support groups are open to the public. Please feel free to bring your friends and your family with you. So on Monday, we have a book study group from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. And right now they're going to be starting our new book, Elevate. So that should be pretty exciting. Tuesday, we have a men and women's peer support group, and that is from 4 to 5 in the afternoon. Wednesday, the BAC recovery group. Dinner is at 6 p.m. and the shuttle will pick up for that at 5:15 out in front of the suites over there. After that, the service is 6:30 to 8:30. Thursday, today, we have the free plant-based dinner and music from 5:30 to 6:30 here in the building, followed by this signature live support group from 6:30 to 7. Fridays, we offer the biblical principles of recovery from 5 to 7 in the evening. Saturday, exploring the Bible in recovery, and that is from noon until 2:30. Followed by community connections on Saturday from 2:30 to 5. And if you don't know what that is, it's just a big gathering here at the building. Bring your friends and your family, your kids, lots of stuff to do, lots of games for the adults, lots of games for the children, pool table, cornhole, all kinds of cool stuff. Football going on. Let's see, Sunday, we have a run walk support group at Wildwood Metro Park, and that is from 8 in the morning until 9 in the morning. And then that is followed Sunday by the Bedford Alliance Church service, and shuttle will pick up at 10:15 over there at the suites. The service starts at 11. And if you could, follow us on social media for the live streams and updates. And please leave us a review on Google and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Can we give a shout out to Chef Dean and all the kitchen volunteers for that? Delicious as always. And I know every week we give a shout out to our tech crew up there. Tonight we have Matt and Jeff, but I just want to say real quick that anybody that's ever seen anything on social media or any of like the live stream meetings, the podcast, a lot of the stuff that you see online today that's broadcast around the world, behind the scenes is Matt, and he is involved with a huge, large chunk of that. He does a phenomenal job. So one more time for him.
Yep. Cool.
That's all I got.
All right. Who has the answer? And then we'll get into our discussion.
I'm Angel, running from the misery, trying to escape the pain. As I approach the light of hope that lies before me, each Each step overwhelms me, every breath sears my throat. I ache, my body rebels against me, my memories torment me. Agony has become my closest companion. My demons mock me as I dangle happiness above the abs of alcohol and drugs abuse. The voices all sound the same, criticizing, accusing, blaming me for what has happened. They don't understand. They can't hear me. They don't care who I am. I'm a human being from full of thoughts and feelings. I'm worth saving. Just show me the way. At last, I reached the light of promise. There stands the answer. Open arms, understanding, smiles, looks of trust, and so is begins racing for recovery.
Awesome.
Thank you, Angel.
Thanks, Angel. All right, guys, I'm gonna do something I don't think I've ever done, like technically a book study from our groups. So I'm gonna read from our new one, Elevate, here on mindset. So the topic I wanna do is talking about the benefits of a positive mindset. So I wanna read this for those of you that have this on page 106. It says research shows people with a positive mindset and strong belief in their ability to achieve their goals are more likely to successfully lose fat and keep it off. That's just one thing. Who's ever tried to lose a couple of pounds in here? Probably all of us, right? Just by having a positive mindset, you're more likely to do that. And if you don't believe me, there's some science behind it, or smart people. A study in the American Journal of Lifestyle Medicine found that people with higher self-efficacy, that is, belief in their ability to succeed, were more consistent with healthy habits like exercise and proper nutrition, which led to better fat loss results. On the flip side, a negative mindset can lead to self-sabotage, stress, and emotional eating, which slows progress. Now, am I trying to talk about a weight loss group in here tonight? No. I'm simply talking about the benefits scientifically, spiritually, emotionally, intellectually, having a positive mindset, what that does for us. And if we want to share a little bit about having what a negative mindset does and how that really doesn't do anything productive, we can throw that in there. But just a heads up about this new book. It has really nothing to do with drugs or alcohol. It has nothing to do with Ironman triathlon. It has everything to do to have people wherever you are, which is great. How can you take that to another level? And it's backed up by science and a lot of other cool stuff in here. So this is just one thing I wanted to do tonight with a positive mindset. People, if you listen to what people wanted to leave here with, if we have a discussion on a positive mindset, I'm pretty sure you're gonna accomplish your goal of what you wanted to get out of tonight. So, positive mindset, the benefits of it, how you get it, are you struggling to get it? If you don't have it, and if you wanna share how you feel with a negative mindset, hopefully that can help you find a positive. Go ahead, Meg.
Hi, guys. So I have a tendency to believe that, everything happens for a reason. Some circumstances that have gone on in my life over the last couple months, I've not been in the most positive mindset. And I feel that when it comes to my health, I put on some weight and have kind of been like, all right, so what can we do about this now? How can we fix this and what can we do? And it does start with my mindset and believing that I can do the things that I need to do. So I think it's great that you want to talk about positive mindset tonight, because that was something that I had kind of come out here to more or less achieve for myself, because when I'm with my family and when I come out here, I always leave feeling more positive than what I did coming in. I know being in a negative mindset, when it puts you down, what do you want to do when you're down? You want to sleep, you want to stay in bed, you don't want to talk to people, you don't want to do anything. So I have to try really hard to keep myself from isolation, because isolation is dangerous for me. And I have to make myself do the tiny little things that I don't want to do, like just get up and get out of bed and go to the gym, which I've been doing way better about doing. And even feeling accomplished in doing something so tiny helps bring that positive mindset and hey, I can do this, it's okay. So yeah.
That's good. Thanks for kicking us off.
Nobody?
Heather?
So yeah, I really like what you read, Todd. I got some, back issues and leg issues going on right now, and it's frustrating, but I wanted to get in the gym, and that's not the best idea right now. So instead of getting down about it, I just think about what can I control, and that's what I'm eating. What am I putting in my body? Is it part of the solution, or is it gonna make the problem even worse? Because I can't move around a lot, so I can't burn off a whole lot of calories. It's just having that positive mindset, like, okay, it's not the end of the world, things are gonna get better, I'm going to get back in the gym when it's safe for me to do so, and just focusing on what I can control.
Beautiful. I love that. Great.
That's really cool, by the way, because that got me thinking, and I never really put it into perspective this way for myself, but I feel like, and I don't know how to describe, any other way to describe it than this, but like a positive mindset for me, let me start here. A negative mindset takes up a lot in my head. A positive mindset doesn't take up as much and allows in more good things. Motivation, something we all talk about motivation, but another thing that we talk about, I know you're really big on this, is the discipline part of it. Get the discipline, motivation followed by many other things that I feel like it allows more room in for things that will serve me good purposes, things that are good for me. And I feel like if I hold on to a negative mindset, everything sucks, and I don't want anything else in there other than those sucky feelings, So yeah, that's really cool. I like that.
It's good. Mike, I'm gonna bring you up a second because Mike's been coming, he was with us back at the old church where this support group meeting got started. And I remember the night you introduced yourself and said that. I'm Mike and I'm here because I value my life. And do you remember the response from people that night with that? It was like, wow. And you've said it every time you've been here for 12 years. That's a positive mindset, to vocalize that statement early on in your sobriety, and it's been working for 12 years. Sometimes just a phrase, a comment that sticks, that is still being said. The thoughts lead to actions, lead to productivity, lead to lifestyles. And that.
I say that?
Pardon?
You know why I say that? You probably heard it before, but late in my addiction, whenever I passed out, blacked out, fell asleep, I wished not to wake up. When I woke up, I was pissed.
Yeah.
And when I found Racing for Recovery, and I was looking at the time, the best place I ever found in my life. I don't feel that, but I value my life.
Yeah.
But that's why, because I didn't want to live no more. If I had to wake up and start my day again like I did every other day and during my addiction, I did not want to.
It's so good to see you right now. Okay.
Angel?
Yeah, most of the time, I always thought negative about things. I have to change my verbiage and my vocabulary to redirect the self-sabotaging or the negative thinking to become the brighter, positive mood, or put good words to put on myself and not say that I'm that bad mom or I'm never gonna get back up on my feet and stay stuck. So I had to change the way I talk to myself, but I had to love myself from others before I could love myself to be that person that I want to be. And it really took a lot of time to, and I still redirect and do affirmations and stay that I don't overwhelm myself and stress and anger. As I can get out of this, I don't fix it. I just feel the thoughts and let it go this time and go through it and not hold it in so it's a negative anger out loud like I used to. I can just feel it and not bottle it up. I can express it, talk to somebody about it, and see if I can redirect my feelings at that time. Sometimes I might not be able to get out of that funk for a moment, and that's all right, because I have to remember what reason or why it's even affecting me. So yeah, I just have to return my mindset to get the positive feelings that I deserve.
Say 3 positive things about yourself.
I am teachable. I am a great mom today, and I deserve to be right here.
Ryan?
For me, positive and negative mindset is like for me, it's a game changer. Like Tim was saying, when I start getting that negative mindset, it takes up a lot of space in my head. So working through that for a while now, I focus more on the positive things, and that includes, changing my perception on life. You know what I mean? Not looking at things as, so difficult or so hard, and instead of looking at what I can do to achieve certain things, whether they're goals, whether they're stuff I want to do for my family, my kids, friends, and I kind of just like stay on in that motion. You know what I mean? Like once I get on, that positive kick, like I want to stay on it, and then this is life though. I have to, I can't look at life, it's gonna be all peaches and cream. That's a joke but anyways, life's not gonna be easy. You know what I mean? I'm not always gonna I'll be around positive people. I'm not always gonna be in positive situations, but I can't control that. But I can control what I have. Right. And when I come across those areas, it might throw me like a little loop or kind of bump me a little bit, but it's up to me whether I'm gonna let it knock me down or whatever. But I have, in the past, like when I think about a lot of stuff that has happened to me, or what I allowed to happen to me, what I caused, those are all negative mindsets. All of them. And when I decided and accepted to change my life, that's when things started to take a turn. I had to talk about a lot of things, get a lot of things out, but that took some of that pressure off and allowed me to be comfortable with myself enough to not worry about what everybody else is doing or how they might affect me. And it kind of gave me more of a stronger mindset to stay in that positive, to keep moving forward. So basically, like if we all know, I know, I'm not gonna say me. I know that when I come across negativity, that I have to do something inside so I don't absorb all that. So it's truly up to me with my decisions, my choices, like how I'm gonna navigate it and whether I'm gonna allow it to take me down or not. So, but I feel like today, strong enough and positive enough that I can overcome a lot of these things, these obstacles, whatever. But yeah, for me, it's kind of like a switch, like if it switches to negative, you know what I mean, I try to turn it back on as quick as possible.
Well said. Well said. Yeah.
Alright, we have Blaze.
Yeah, so I think the biggest thing for me is, those are kind of some cool facts. I think that I can agree with what you just read out of there, just based on like, if I'm training at the gym and say I'm doing a long wall sit or something, I notice that I'm able to do more if I speak positively to myself. I'm strong, I don't quit, I triumph. If I just keep repeating that to myself, eventually I'll lose track of time. I'll look at the stopwatch and be like, oh, I was looking for 30 seconds, it's been 2 minutes. So I think that's kind of cool. I think that the biggest thing for me with being negative is, one, it's never gotten me anywhere that I wanted to go. It's gotten me to a lot of places I didn't want to go. And two, when I'm being negative, I'm also probably being like judgmental, but I think that negativity kills my willingness to do the work, whereas positivity invites me to find another way if what I'm doing currently isn't working. So yeah, I think that's really the biggest thing I took away from that.
That's good. I like that.
Andy?
Yeah, I guess it's like, say I'm on a path, right? And I know if I stay positive going down this path, the results are gonna be greater than I can even see right now. So it's like, I can relate a lot with what Mike said about that negative feelings that come up. And I guess for me, it's like, it's okay to recognize them and feel them, but I gotta jump back into the positive and just keep going. And that's like really important to me, because if I stay there too long, I'm gonna get stuck, and then I'm not gonna see the results at the end of putting in the work over time with a positive mindset.
You have done a half Ironman triathlon a few years ago. Can you talk about the ebb and flow of emotions, good and bad, just on that day, and when you crossed the finish line, how it was all worth it because you somehow had your positive mindset constantly prevail?
Yeah, it's at the beginning you're like scared as shit, or not scared, but yeah, you're pretty nervous, and you just get in there and like, okay, I can do this. And then there is throughout the day, there's like points where you're like, yeah, I'm feeling great, and then other times you're like, oh God, I'm gonna die. You know what I mean? I feel like I want to quit. But the thing is like having that I don't know, it's like a goal, and having the positivity of like just one foot in front of the other, just that simple, just take another step in the right direction, and things do get better. And there is waves of up and downs in that, and I can relate that to this journey, because it's every day. Sometimes some days are all smooth sailing, some days are really rocky, but it's like, for me, I can only speak for me. I know if I can keep my mind in a positive way, that's a big thing to keep the drive going, is the positivity part. Like seeing knowing that there's gonna be a better outcome than there is now. Just because it sucks now, when you get to that finish line, how much better you feel, and that you've accomplished these things. It's worth it. The positive mindset's the fuel.
Did everybody hear or understand the parallels? And Andy kind of gave us the answer. He equated it to the same thing of him doing that race on that day is the same thing it is in sobriety. It's the same thing. Same thing. That's really what Ironman is. It's having the constant ability, no matter if we're using percents, if your mindset is 49% negative, as long as it stays at 49, you're still gonna beat it if you have 51, every time, to get to where you go, whether it's a day, a week, a month, a year, whatever you're striving for. I will say this with a mindset. I remember I was doing a certain Ironman, or actually it was an Ultraman. I bought the sweatshirt from that event a year and a half before I did it. I never wore it. I wouldn't wear it, but I had it, and I'd see it every day, just seeing it, going, I'm gonna wear that, I'm gonna wear that, I'm gonna wear that. It's the same thing. The mindset is everything, not only with sobriety, going back to school, getting your kids back, completing your court obligations, whatever it is. It starts, I think Megan started with that, it starts with a mindset of this is going to change, and then it's just, do you have what it takes to consistently do the work? And everybody does, and everybody can, it's just not everybody does consistently. That's the only thing that separates people like us. That's it. Who's up?
I just wanted to say something really quick. It's interesting that you put that in your book and that this is part of the meeting. So before, I lost a lot of weight because I starved myself. Maybe if I would have just been more positive and grateful, I could have lost that weight in a healthy way.
Yeah.
But now I've gained weight and I stay steady in my weight by eating healthy and just having a more positive outlook on life. And I think that that's been important in my journey here.
I agree.
So.
And I remember your first day when you sat over
Yeah.
there, and I said, you're gonna do fine here with that. Yeah, it's great.
Melissa?
So, with sobriety, I have found peace. And I know how easy it is to have that negative mindset. So I have found ways, when I start feeling that negativity, I stop it in its tracks. I put on music. I even dance in the parking lot of the center that I go to. I don't care who's around. But it helps me. I mean, overall, I'm generally happy anymore. And I'm loving life.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You weren't dancing to country music though, right?
No.
There's a message in there for everybody.
I had my headphones in, so nobody else can hear the music, they can just see me dancing.
Yeah, so I love it. That's good. Oh, that's never gets old, does it? Go ahead.
Paul?
For me, a positive mindset is something that I have to have for me to be able to continue on with my journey. It helps give me determination, helps give me hope, and help give me a positive outlook on things. Like I start these radiation treatments Monday, and it's really been on my mind a lot, but I've been trying not to think about it so much, but I have to keep a positive mindset that it's gonna be okay today, I'm here for a purpose, and if I keep that positive mindset that I can achieve that purpose that I have, that goal that I have, that's just where I'm at today.
Even, and let's not kid ourselves here, the reality is a negative mindset is most likely gonna hit us at some point. I mean, that's just inevitable, right? At Racing for Recovery, we say this all the time, as long as you don't act with some form of self-destruction in that negative mindset, you won. So if the entire day and you have a negative mindset, and God forbid it starts getting to the dark side of self-harm and the ultimate level or whatever, and you guys know what I'm talking about with that, as long as you do not act on it, good on you, you won for the day. That's it. And that's a huge victory for people like us every day. Go to bed without self-harming, you won. I don't care if you didn't get out of bed for the day, you still won. And you get another chance tomorrow to turn it around. That's the gift that every day of not harming ourselves is the promise of the next day of another opportunity to do it better. What a gift. And that's free. That's gratitude to me. Go ahead.
Heather?
So I'm thinking about, so lately when I feel myself getting negative, there's two things that I say to myself, and it's been helping change my mindset. One is things are exactly how they're supposed to be.
Well, that's good.
And then right after that, I follow that with, it won't always be like this. Because the first statement is kind of a higher power thing. I believe that my higher power has things the way that they are for a reason, and that's there's an acceptance piece in that, and that that calms me down. And then there's acceptance in the second statement, because things aren't always going to stay the same. Things are going to change. It's inevitable. Change is inevitable, and that's allowing me to be accepting of whatever's going to come.
I like that. That is good. How have you seen that in your journey so far?
As far as I guess I don't follow what you mean by the question.
Like how your words of
how have they helped?
Yeah, how have they helped you in your struggles? And
like literally when I'm in the heat of the moment, like where my fuse is like, and I've noticed when I remind myself to say it to myself, that it brings me right down. It's almost like a grounding thing. Those are two facts that I can ground myself to, that ground me as a person and bring me back down. Does it always work? No, but most of the time it does.
Awesome.
But it's just getting in the habit of catching myself when I'm to that point. It's discipline. Getting myself into the habit of doing that. That's my responsibility, to discipline myself and to understand when I get to that point, it's not okay for me to react negatively towards other people. It's my responsibility to ground myself and change my mindset.
well, that's good. All right.
Thomas?
So what I run into with that, I have a protective phrase against negativity that is, there's no good or bad, only necessary. But that leads to the third option, which is just neutral, indifferent, which in some ways is worse than negative. There's no emotion, there's no learning, there's little experience or color to life. For me, that's true depression. Getting over that into positive is frankly more terrifying. It's unknown, it's generative, and I've done it before. I have evidence in my own life of, I'm going to do this thing, everyone else is telling me I can't, but I'm pretty certain that I can, so I'm going to anyways. And it works. But somewhere I got caught in that well of indifference and haven't quite found my way back out.
One of the many things I like when you share is no matter what the topic is, you have a great ability to put a different spin on it that's productive, and you just did it again. I was like, I never thought of that before. You know, that's good. It's good. Kenzie, who you got?
Jason?
I've been talking today a lot about my children, and the things, the chaos I've caused in their life, and whatever the things I've done or whatever. And that's the negative mindset that I'm not worth. I'm a bad father, from all the negative shit that goes through my head. And Amanda talks a lot about reframing them things and how I respond to myself in the moments. And I found myself back there just going through, the feelings that I was having of self-doubt, beating myself up, looking at some of them things. And just understanding that there is some good in me. I've shown that. That my past doesn't define who I am. It's just the things I've done because that's how I coped. I still have trouble with that because there were some demons that I'm working on. But Chef Dean, when he gave me this stuff, he said, I'm proud of you. Keep going. And the things, just something that simple to me, it's amazing how that helps me change that positive into that positive mindset of I can do this shit. I can be an example for my daughter.
Yes. So give me the definition of the ultimate dad. Some characteristics of the ultimate dad.
I don't know. I didn't have one that was worth a fuck, so I couldn't tell you that.
If you could create the ultimate dad, can you give us some of those characteristics?
Caring, loving, trustworthy, dependable. Yeah.
Don't you have those characteristics today?
Yeah.
You're cured. Thanks for coming out.
Take my food and leave.
No, you have that already. Right? Yeah. Yeah. That's good. Okay. What's up? Nobody? Zero? Kelly?
I sit here and I listen to everybody talking and I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, this is just a given. Everybody should just know this. Positive obviously is better than the negative mindset. And then think back to over 3 years ago, I walked through these stores and how much I did not understand that. To have learned that here and to have learned how to spin it. I'm blessed to be around friends and people who help me to stay on that track with a positive mindset. And I'm told often when I'm at work, you're always so cheery, you're always so happy. I'm always so the Walmart greeter, as you have pegged me when I walk through the door. And I am. And I think when they ask me, often what I say is, I try to get up in the morning and I make that choice. It's just what I've learned here. You can get up in the morning and you can find 100 things to be pissed off about. And you can just find a couple of things to just be really happy about, to be grateful for. And it spreads both ways. Obviously, you walk into employment and I bring that positivity in and the happiness in, and I've been told a lot of times it changes their day, their morning. When I'm working with the people who come through the door, whatever it be, you've changed my attitude, my outlook for the day. It means everything to me. Or you get somebody that comes in, one of the pissed off managers per se, and they're in a bad mood and you can just see it spread throughout the whole place.
Oh yeah.
I'm just very grateful that I know how to rise above, is what I tell everybody. Somebody comes in and they might make you angry, and like you say, you feel what you need to feel and you get through it and you rise above that. Amanda once told me when I was struggling with being very negative and upset about someone in my family and letting it bother me all the time. And she said to me, Kelly, do you think that this type of behavior that you are talking about is affecting them at all? I said, well, hell no, it's not. And she said, then why are you letting it affect you?
Wow. Wow. Yeah.
That was probably at least 2 years ago, and I hear it all the time.
Wow.
I might have a bad customer come through the door. I might have some bad news come through the telephone, whatever it might be, and to rise above and just say, why am I going to let that change my day into what it could possibly be?
That's great. How long have you been sitting in that area?
In the beginning, I sat at this high table and chair in that area until they were moved. I have been here for over 37 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Every day I'm grateful for this place. I'm every day grateful for the things that pop up in my head, and they come from absolutely everyone. The memories come from people sitting there, from sitting right here, from sitting over here. They come from everyone. The good ones and even the ones that taught me things I didn't want to become. This place has become just part of me. Yeah, Thursdays are my connection, it'll never change, and I always wanna be here.
Do you, we got a couple minutes. Do you remember the time you pointed at me and said you're gonna be up here one day? Again, when you said that, did you think you would be speaking in the way that you're speaking today?
Never, I was terrified to sit up there. Said I would never do it unless you were there with me. And now, I still feel like I'm a rambler all the time. But now I'm very comfortable in sitting in the seat where you are right now. I enjoy sitting there. I enjoy more of throwing something out and seeing how it affects everybody else and seeing what I can learn and what comes back. That's what I enjoy.
Very
a whole
cool.
lot of that.
Right on. I gotta be honest with stuff. I had, and we might get to that. If I didn't do this, I would be a facade up here. I muttered something under my, I thought it was quiet. I was saying it to myself that wasn't very kind to myself, and unfortunately good ears next to me heard me, and she wrote a message on my thing that said, you know, please don't say that. If we're not allowed to say that, you can't say it either. And I'm like, okay.
5 positive words.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That's good. And it's like, that's, you know, I've been doing this for a little bit, and it's still, you know, as soon as I saw Kenzie grab my thing, I'm like, oh, she must have heard what I said or whatever. I'm like, you know, it's like and that's deep stuff. You know, so even I'm facilitating this thing with our new book, and I still got hit with my own stuff. But I'm sharing it because that's okay. You know, it's one time. I'm not going to go home and get high over it. You know, so yeah.
That switch.
Pick it up and do it again tomorrow. Tim did have I want you to read that. Tim had a good question that he wrote down. Share that, and maybe we'll do that next week.
We were just talking, and you know, do we achieve positive mindset strictly through discipline? And I was trying to navigate my way around that. And if I'm in a negative mindset, where do I even start to get the discipline to try to pull myself out of that? And I thought about this because, and I've had other people tell me before, you know, you're always even keel, you're the same when you're around here, and I fully believe what Kelly was talking about. It's something that I try to be mindful of myself, is I stay that way because if I'm in a not so good mood or whatever you want to call it, I don't want it to affect somebody else that's not even involved with anything that's going on with me. And anybody that saw me today probably didn't know that I was not in a very good mood for most of today. I was able to pull myself out of it this afternoon. And I was almost beating myself up today because I couldn't figure out exactly why I was in such a bad mood, why everything was affecting me the way that it was. And this afternoon, I'm like, you know what? It's almost like I give up. It is what it is. You know, I don't want this feeling anymore. I don't want to feel this way. I can't justify why I'm feeling this way. And I just started putting in that, you know what? It'll pass. Let it go. You know better than this. You know, it's only affecting me, and I couldn't figure out why. It was like one of those days you just wake up and every little thing just gets under your skin.
Think of the courage you have for saying that. Well, everybody that speaks, it's always courage to raise your hand and share. But that's another level. What Jason was talking about. That and you didn't get burned at the stake. You know, everything's cool, right? And you releasing that helps to turn it around. That's good.
I did. I talked to, you know, not that any of my peers or anything aren't, you know, the people that I go to, but I said a couple things to a few of the people on my care team. Tried to knock a few things out. I think Ryan might have even got some of it. I'm not apologizing for that. You signed up for this. But yeah, it was weird. Weird.
You made it.
I did. I made it.
Any final comment?
Michelle wants to make one.
Oh, is the meeting over? Sorry. Tim, I'm sorry I wasn't there for you today, buddy.
Yeah, Michelle wasn't here. She didn't even let me know she wasn't gonna be here.
Oh my goodness.
I usually let him know my schedule and I forgot. So.
What kind of table buddy is that?
I was just gonna say that I don't think that I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but I don't think I really think about whether or not I have a positive or a negative thought process, or, you know what I mean? Like, I think it always is what it is, and then sort of as things come at me, they're processed. But overall, I think I can't help but have a positive attitude based on, you know, coming here every day, participating, being around like-minded people all day. And even when I go to work, I carry that positivity with me. So I think I don't wanna say it's natural, but I think it takes a lot to disrupt it these days, which I'm grateful for.
Very cool. Nice. Okay. Anybody else? We good? Okay. Before we read our closing poem, thanks for another awesome meeting. Appreciate you being here. Hope you got the word and the feeling you wanted to get out of here when we're done. And who has the final poem that we read? Go ahead.
Autobiography in 5 short chapters. 1. I walk down the street, there's a deep hole in the sidewalk, I fall in. I am lost, I am hopeless. It isn't my fault, it takes forever to find a way out. 2. I walk down the same street, there's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I pretend I don't see it, I fall in again. I can't believe I am in the same place, but it isn't my fault. It takes a long time to get out. 3. I walk down the same street, there's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I see it is there, I still fall in, it's a habit. My eyes are open, I know where I am, it is my fault, I get out immediately. 4. I walk down the same street, there's a deep hole in the sidewalk, I walk around it. 5. I walk down another street. Thanks for coming, everybody.